What is up, guys? Foxy Psycho here, and this is ARC patch 245. This is well known for it being the Redwood update, which you can see behind me on the southern end of the map. They also included the Allosaurus and Pelagornis, and a lot of other little silly features like the fishing minigame, which is kind of amusing. One thing that they briefly mentioned in the patch notes, there are new cave systems. Uh, they rarely ever go into detail with these new cave systems, what they exactly are. Um, so I love exploring them because this map is just wonderful for underground cave areas. They already have the underworld, which surprisingly most people still don't know about or how to get to it. They have the underwater bubbles, which you can build underwater, kind of like Atlantis. Um, just lots of nooks and crannies you can find on this map. Currently, I am at 60 latitude and 50 longitude, kind of in this cove over here. You can kind of also identify it by this little set of ruins over here. This is how I usually find the entrance. And as you can probably tell by the likely clickbaity title of this video, we're going to find a loot room. I found this last night by accident, and it was due to me just snooping around the new parts of the cave, and I stumbled across this one area and was well rewarded for being very nosy. As you could have just seen, there's a tunnel, which until this update had no purpose, but they added an entrance to this massive cave system. What you're going to do is go down this lower area. The top part's just kind of a dead end. And go through this beautiful crystal looking area. Take a right. I'm not quite sure where the left goes currently. I'm still exploring this massive cave system. And you will eventually come into this main room. This is kind of where all the cave systems in the new edition meet up. It's still a little glitchy, as you could have just seen right now, and it takes a while for it to load in at some points. You're going to go up to the right and go into this lava room. I was really intrigued by this lava room due to over here they had kind of this ridiculous platformer thing set up. I don't know if this is going to be for something in the future. I was really disappointed it had nothing of interest currently. It kind of ends right there, and all you have is lava to deal with. It's ridiculously hard to get back. And then over here they have this crushed part of ruins that kind of leads up and kind of hints that you should go this way. And when you get up here, there's nothing. I was really bothered by the fact that there was nothing over here. So I went all the way back here to see if there's anything back here, and when I hit this back wall, a message popped up for me and said, in essence, you've been rewarded. I'm not sure if this is just an Easter egg, but I know you can repeat doing it. Currently I have my notifications turned off, and I had just looted this. I think the respawn timer for this loot drop, per se, is about 2 hours. I don't know if you have to leave the cave and re-enter it for it to allow you to reclaim it, but unlike other loot crates, this stuff is well worth it. Currently we're on a 5.0 difficulty, so the loot is generally just a little bit better. I got really unlucky and got these two regular blueprints, which you can get anywhere, and they're not obviously not special quality. I got Ascendant Riot Gauntlets. These are on the lower end from what I've seen. And really low, I got a Journey Flak chest piece, which for the most part, that's much better than what you're going to find, except for maybe deep sea loot crates, if they have them in there. I'm not sure what they put in them now. But in the past, I've gotten mostly Ascendant gear and one Mastercraft. This is the first Journeyman item I've gotten. It was kind of funny. When I first came here, I came in on my Speed Pteranodon. It only has like 216 weight. And when I went to the back of the cave, I got the items, and for some reason it gave me a Ascendant Titanosaur saddle item. If you've ever crafted one of those or somehow got your hands on one of those, they weigh 200 weight. So it immediately weighed down my bird, so I couldn't fly it. I had to get my friend to fly down here and pick me up with his Argentavis, so we could get the loot out of here. Because obviously you're not going to be able to just walk out of here because of all the bats and scorpions and whatnot. Also, just dealing with this lava portion's a pain in the butt. But yeah, it's well worth it to come down here. Before you ask, you cannot place beds or foundations or any buildings in this entire cave system, except for when you get to the underworld part. If you're curious as to how to get to the underworld from here, or how to come from the underworld to here, it just takes a different route. Let me show you real quickly. So we came from over here in this crystal area. If you go this way, and not take any of these smaller routes, there's all sorts of little cave offjuts going all sorts of places. There's a giant, what looks to be like a spider arena, probably for the Broodmother boss fight. I'm not quite sure. I know they added the Megapithecus boss arena up on top of the cliffs above the redwood biome. So yeah, this is the underworld. It's pretty easy to find it once you enter the underworld. In the center of my screen is where you normally come out if you come through the lava entrance, coming down the spire on the outside and flying through the little lava pathway. You just kind of hug this wall and you'll find this entrance. And that's about it. I would highly suggest you check this out. The loot is always worth it. I think for a 4.0 difficulty, you're probably going to get mostly Journeyman Mastercraft items. Since we have it up at 5.0, we tend to get more Ascendant items. So, thank you for watching, and good luck finding better stuff than I did.